Hi everyone, welcome back. And this part of the video, we will try to set up the Azure Traffic Manager and two web applications. So in the Azure portal, you can search app services. We need to create two applications basically on Windows. So we would create web app, right? And you can set up the resource group. I will just say this is Central India and give the app name as um, this is what kind of application? This would be a hosting app one. Hosting app one, and Azure automatically appends a unique string, but that's okay. And it's created with Central Canada. We will change it in a minute. And we will select .NET 8 as our runtime stack, and we will run it on the Windows machine. What Azure will do is it will deploy um, the hosting platform for us. We don't have to install a server or anything. Okay, we'll select North India. Okay, there's not North India, it is Central India. Sorry for that. Central India, right? Central India region. And do we want a premium? So basically, it asks you for the pricing tiers. You can see free tier and a basic one, a premium one, which all have the performance differences. But in our case, we will set the basic B1 because we are just trying to save some money. If you want to create a database and connect it to the application, you can do very well here, but we are not going to do it. This is the CI/CD pipelines, GitHub, all those settings. We just leave it like that, and we will enable the public access because we want to connect it from the internet using that string. This is one of the most asked thing in the examinations. If you're preparing for Microsoft, this is the application insights, where your application traffic, application state, everything will be monitored. If you want to enable it, you can enable it always over here and see what's happening. But we are not covering these things in this video. And tags also mostly in the Azure governance part, right? And then we are just going to, you can see the pricing for the month is 60 USD per month, which is basically a little bit higher for 1.75 and yeah, for a month. But okay, for the testing purpose, we can create it right over here and Azure will validate. At this point of time, you need to think about that. It will validate the Azure policies, whichever you're set up for. If you ask for some tags need to be Azure tags need to be included in the deployment, or if you set some regions which are excluded from your deployment, all those things will be validated at the validation. That is what the validation is doing. So governance part of the Azure we will cover in another one, but we would create another app service or a web app. Create web app and resource group. Do we have South India? Yeah. Yeah, we have a South India hosting app 2. And runtime stack, as always, it is .NET for me because as simple as that. South India, and then Azure will select premium, but we will select basic. Windows hosting plan is basic. That's okay. Zone redundancy. Only the thing is that we just need to create a public internet access so that we can browse it from the internet. So validation has been completed. We are good to create the application. So mostly it might have created one app already. We'll go to app services. You can see hosting apps. One is up and running. Um, it's on the .NET platform and it's on the Windows side. So we can just virtual IP address, additional IP address, all those things are there. We'll just click on browse and see what it will show. Yeah, the web app is running and waiting for your content, right? So there is no content right here. We have to deploy content. For that, I have created some applications here, Central India. So it has two files, just index.html. I will just open it up. You can see, welcome to Central India web app. Hello, Azure app service deployment is working. And you can see web.config. It's as simple as that. What we need to do is we just need to upload this file. Um, this is just simple to web config, so that's all. I will share the link for that one in the descriptions. So you have to go to deployment center, and where is your source code? You can select GitHub, Bitbucket, local git, Azure repos. We will just upload from our local computer. Central India app, just check this one is okay, and then just click on save. It just has two files basically. One is the index.html and another one is web.config. What Azure will do, um, is it still deploying? Yeah, saving code settings and setup deployment. Okay. What Azure is doing is if you go to advanced tool and click on go, and you can select the debug console always and then select your basic PowerShell. And if you go under the site and www.root web.config, these files have been uploaded by us by now. That's what you are seeing here. So if you go and just overview and browse this, you can see Central India .NET Web Applications. Hello, welcome to Azure Central India app. So one thing you need to make sure is that the folder structure is exactly as like this. If it is inside another folder, basically Azure will fail the deployment. So if you go to Central India, the zip file needs to be something like new folder, and you can say if Azure app, and then inside your Azure app, you need to have two files. Control C, just go copy Azure app and just click it. What you need to do is just send to compressive file Azure app.zip. If you see, this is wrong. This is wrong. You don't have to do that. Delete this. This is wrong. What you need to do is select these two files, right, and send to. I'm sorry. Send to compressed index. So just rename it and then say Azure app. So this is the correct. Sorry. This is the correct structure. I'm just still confusing you guys. So Azure app, and this. What you need to upload is only this zip file, Azure app.zip. You can see there is only one, two files, which is index.html and web.config file. And inside the zip file, it shouldn't have another folder. It needs to have only the content, which is index.html and web.config. So this is how you have to upload. Otherwise, the deployment will not work. You will get some error that the permission is missing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So just need to care about that one. And I will just click on refresh. You can see hosting app 2 on South India has been created. And I will just click on directly deploy this. Let's go to, let's see if I have a South India app here, Central India, V app, Azure app. South is not there. Okay. What we will do is we will edit this. Okay. You don't have to edit. The web.config is correct already. We'll just open this with a notepad and edit it and say, hello, welcome to South INDIA web app service deployment is working. Control S. That will do, and then we will just send to compress file, and then I'll say South app. Okay. The South app has index. Just open the index.dot South India web app. Okay. That's all. We'll deploy over here. You can go to the deployment center and you can say publish files, browse. South India. This is where I have already created this file, so we'll just upload it. This is same thing only. Click on save. It is same as the same content which we have seen this one only. It has two files only, but I have already created it. So Azure is picking up that location. I don't know which folder I have created it. New up. Okay. Here it is. See, you can see index.html, southindia.net application. So the same thing only. So that's all. If you go and browse on this, oh, okay, Chrome is giving me a warning. Okay, visit. Why? I might just write hosting. Yeah, Chrome is installed something and saying this is because it does not have some security features which Chrome is expecting, but for the development informations and environment, this is okay. So thanks for watching this. We will cover the Azure Traffic Manager in the next video. Thank you for watching.